All right, so welcome on everyone. Super excited to have the founder and CEO of Save Club here, who's gonna, go into a little more detail than you're probably aware of so far. And this is for people are on here who have been building in the industry. You're all leaders to all kinds of various levels, and we'll be admitting people on as they're jumping on here over the coming minutes. And so, I've been in this industry 19 years. I've been building primarily online. I've built teams of over 100,000 members over that time, and really, really excited for what we have here in Save Club. And some of the things Charles has shared with me that above and beyond like the 6 minute video that we have out there and other things, it's just this, I feel very blessed and fortunate to be here. And I right before I flip this over to Charles, I just want to thank all of you that have taken the time to be here and really excited for all of us, whether we're on teams together or wherever we fall. This is, this is the kind of thing I've only seen a couple times in my entire career. And I don't think I've ever seen something this disruptive with this kind of power. And so, Charles will explain more of where I'm coming to from that. And so, Charles,
Sure, Jason.
I I I know that a ton of people I've talked to know you. You want to give a quick intro of, your background? Because I don't know all of your
Sure.
background.
Sure. Yeah, I've been doing network marketing for 23 years and started really doing internet driving sales and lead generation in 2004. Started putting together marketing systems and then uh, built software from like 2006 to 2015. Put up dozens and dozens of companies, dozens and dozens of startups over the years. And for the last 6.5 years, I've been manufacturing products. So I've got a CGMP facility here in Las Vegas, manufacturing all different types of products and shipping them all around the world. But not just for network marketing companies, for retail, for online retailers. We put stuff into Vons and Albertsons and all over the place. So um, also doing the banking payment systems for the industry, doing crypto payment systems, and so both everything from like a beginning distributor to master distributor, taking companies public, taking companies public to private. So it's just been a long career of different parts of the industry. And when I came back to look at what was going on in the space and seeing so many companies shut down, it was pretty shocking. We just kind of what's not working. And the models that we've been using for years, for decades, just don't work anymore. And watching these companies dropping hundreds of millions of dollars a quarter in these publicly traded companies and seeing seeing auto ships just not working and the
Hi,
industry is
I'm
really on the
Charles Miller.
road.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, also, there's just a rash of horrible uh, crypto Ponzi schemes that came through the industry the last 7 or 8 years, and it just left the industry pretty devastated. I'm sure all you pros in here, you see this, you've seen what I'm seeing, and so there has been some bright lights in the last years. Companies that have been changing the models and I think we can do something here globally. Really, bringing the whole globe together and delivering a global product, a digital product, with a compensation plan that can really rock it out. And so it started last fall. Looking into different technologies. Card linking, savings, discounts, and no stranger to that. But seeing where the advertising dollars were going from the biggest brands in the world, and saw an opportunity here, and that's when we started putting together Save Club. And from when we started where we're at, it's so exciting what we have on deck to really bring a product that can easily pay for itself, and then go so much more. So that's where we're at there, Jason, for kind of how we got to where we're at.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And do you So Charles, I don't know the background of everyone on here. Do you think it's useful for us to play the 6-minute video or just do that
No.
separately and dive straight
Yeah, yeah.
in?
Everybody can watch a video as you know, it's there. I'll be recording some more stuff. One thing that you guys can go look at, we just put live for the banking is saveclub.com. So, it's not you can go, you can't sign up or anything, and we're gonna wipe it all. We're gonna wipe any little registration, any data that's in there before we turn this thing on. But that's happening. That's gonna happen early next week. So, I fully anticipate just a lot of people coming in, and we're gonna be able to build with some great momentum, put our membership numbers up to some good places, and that's really attractive for the advertisers that want to work with us at Save Club. So, one thing we did discover over the last 29 months is how this compensation plan performs, and it performs great. And we tweaked it, and made it easier, made it more lucrative, and I really think we're gonna reach a lot of people with this with this pay plan. Okay, we
Got
got a
it.
good yeah, we got a good set of people in here.
Great.
Yeah. So guys, I'll run you through different slides, but through a presentation that will come out next week. We're going to be starting to do presentations, do 3 corporate company wide presentations, business overviews. We're running a power line here, so for every Friday at midnight. But our first cutoff date for locking people in won't be until May 2nd. So we'll get going here next week, and then we'll have a full couple of weeks till we get to May 2nd before people have to make their payments or lose their free spots. And I think that'll give everyone enough time to get the word out and get settled into enrolling.
That's awesome. And Charles, that's midnight Pacific each week on Friday. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's how we're
Okay,
gonna do it.
perfect. So, what things are you able to share with people above and beyond, what's currently out there, or anything you feel that the leaders need to know going into this coming week with, how to best launch this, how to best get this out to people, any kind of timing that you're able to share, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's over the next about 100 to 120 days. Well, we'll be unleashing every breath of what we've got lined up here. Our development schedule looks pretty awesome, and it's just going to be like a rocket ship of announcements and developments here. Uh, you know, I took a really big approach towards creating us multilingual AI, and doing this so that as people come in through the website in multi languages, they can then interact with AI sales assistant and ask questions. We've built this in to our affiliate fee, and what we have here is unlimited outreach from the system, which is this is we're built on the Microsoft 360 Copilot full global enterprise system. So the ability to reach everybody with an outbound phone call with an AI, inviting them to the next conference call, full on conversation, very fluid, very eloquent AI. Also texting, the system will be texting pre-enrollees, inviting them back, and full communication there. And inside the tour, you'll be able to communicate with the AI, ask questions, and really the AI is designed to answer questions and to drive people towards what's going on with our cutoff date on Friday. So really taking everything off of the distributor. So all they have to do is invite people in for savings and go from there. And then that further gets more exciting as we start releasing our other products. So we've got an app plan that is global cashback, over 40,000 international offers. There'll be an additional 18,000 offers for the United States. So there's hundreds of thousands of offers, and the way that we're doing cashback is our systems control it. So we're able to get the rewards from the advertisers. These advertisers are looking for uh, gaining the audience, gaining the attention of the audience, and are willing to put up money for that, and we're able to feed that back. And so the trick things that we're doing in terms of rewarding people, it's not like any other cashback system, any other cashback app you might see from your bank or different apps out there. We're able to incentivize people even further and apply the whole network marketing concept to it. So this is one of the first times you'll see where dollars come from outside of the comp plan. So outside of your downline and outside of your membership fees and affiliate fees for a membership, that feeds a comp plan and it's lucrative. Our pay plan will pay out up to 80.5%. But what makes it really exciting is bringing in the world's biggest advertisers and their multi-million dollar budgets and being able to bring that and feed it into the compensation plan. And that's where we're looking at a real revolution, a real disruptive way of how advertising is done, and getting the brands to accept bringing incentives to people to get their attention. That is a revolution that has just started inside of advertising, and the brands that have embraced it are growing really fast, and we're going to take it to a whole nother level by bringing community and bringing the aspect of network marketing to it.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're able to share that. That's that vision, and with where we're at the bleeding edge of that, it's just super exciting. The money coming from the outside. What else can you think of, Charles, that people need to know? Any kind of setting expectations over the coming weeks and months, or the next week, or and the coming months?
Yeah, I think I kind of covered that there. You know, having these systems go globally, being able to take payments from all over the world in ACH and debit cards and cryptocurrency, and have these systems really open up the entire world. There's not a place geographically where someone with the internet couldn't plug in to build this business, and it really makes the world flat because you can be in any geographical region in the world and promote anywhere else, and you could be in Sri Lanka earning U.S. Type of commissions, and it's really powerful to bring the opportunity globally. And all somebody needs to get paid out of the system is to be able to pass a KYC. And we're using iPayout and BitPay and Union Pay, and this allows the most amount of people to pass a KYC and be able to get paid from the comp plan. The type of merchant accounts that we have in place, super solid. We got daily settlements. There's massive. So we're able to handle a lot of volume and operate at a real senior level. Even though this company's just coming out of the gates, and we're going to do big volume right out of the gates. We still need 90 days of incubating and testing these systems and growing. And by no means does that mean we're doing small volume, but where we're going to get to with the company in by midsummer, let's say we can put 100,000 people into the company, members and affiliates, and then we'll go from 100,000 to a million in that same amount of time. But it's hitting that level and that stage of hypergrowth. So if people need to see the full system and all the discounts and everything working globally, just wait till midsummer and join then and be part of that hypergrowth of where we go from, where we 10x the company and scale at that rate. But if you want to come in now and build with us as we're going, and I'm not just throwing out these numbers, we just achieve these numbers. These numbers are achievable, and now we're doing it with a digital product in 2.0. We've learned a lot over the last 29 months, and where it's headed to now is going to do some big things. So yeah, I'm pretty certain that for 2025 we're going to be the most appealing, attractive thing in the space.
Yeah, and for people who don't know, the compensation plan and what we're doing is modeling the fastest growing company in the space right now. And I don't know how long they've been the fastest, but they're giant, like almost 2 million members in the past couple years. And
Yeah. Yeah, and there was a lot of questions. There was a lot of question marks about if a low dollar membership would actually work, if it would generate large monthly incomes. If it would produce solid residual income, and those questions have been answered. And then my main goal from the CEO's standpoint is make sure that we have a product that delivers more than $20 a month in value. And when we have that in place, it's a no-brainer. When you're able to engage with a product that saves you far more than $20 a month, and that's the cost of it, you win right there. And then you start adding on all the other aspects to it. Yeah, we've got something that really works. And I really think where we're at in terms of a quantum shift where AI, if you don't utilize AI, you're going to be left behind. And you're probably already seeing that. AI hasn't been around for very long, but how are people going to incorporate AI into their life to actually make money? Certain savvy business people will be able to do that. But will the average person be able to do that? Well, with Save Club, yes, because you simply are going to be able to have an affiliate account. It's built with all the AI tools. You'll be passing out a product that saves people money. They use that product, it puts people in a funnel, and the AI takes over, and it's working for you to make money. So we're going to be a bridge to the average person for the low dollar product to plug into a state of the art AI system built on the largest enterprise level platform on the planet with the Microsoft 360 um, Copilot system, and then plug people into using AI to put money into their bank every single week. And that's the other thing too. Every time we close on Friday, we're paying out that next Friday. So it's not going to take long for people to start seeing some earnings inside of their wallets. And that's another thing, as we're taking the advertising dollars from the largest advertisers in the world. This doesn't exist out there because paying people globally, how do you do that? How can you give cash back and pay people and reward people like this? We're just ahead of the curve on that, and I think that's what's really gonna uh, set us apart from anybody that maybe try to copy this model or get into the space or come out with a global deal in 2025.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. Do you I think we've covered the majority of the things that you've shared with me. Do you want to open this up for some Q&A, or do you have anything else?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'd love to take questions because right now, guys, I really want to just hear from what people's concerns are so we can dial this in. I mean, everyone's a pro. I really want to be hearing from the top of the industry, people that are want to save this industry, want to get it going in the right direction, and have a way to put some real residual income in. By the way, that's what I was focused on here. But as we put together the product, I wanted something super sticky that as you come to build, that it will really generate residual income, passive residual income. And I think we found the right balance there with the product and the price point.
Yep. So feel free to unmute, guys, and just jump out.
Yeah, nice to meet everybody. Thanks for piecing all this together. Pete and I have been hanging out here in Las Vegas. He's out here for the Grateful Dead, and he came over today. He was over last night, and it's really nice to work in close quarters and share ideas. So.
Hey, Jason, this is Shane. And thank you for having the webinar tonight. Charles, nice to meet you as well. I apologize to ask a question that I know you already covered. I was struggling with my volume and my earbud, trying to get it all sorted out when you mentioned I believe you mentioned something about starting to take affiliates on May the 2nd. Did I hear that right? Can you repeat that part
Yeah,
again?
yeah. Actually, we're gonna open up registration early next week, and
Okay.
and so basically you can come and enroll and lock in your spot inside the matrix. We're also setting up for pre-enrollees, so you can start inviting people, and they can start getting a spot in the matrix, and they don't have to make a decision on what we're doing until May 2nd. And then on May 2nd, Friday, May 2nd at midnight, we're going to do the first cutoff, and anybody who does it upgrade their position from free to an $80 position, they'll be flushed. They'll everyone that upgrades will be positioned hard coded into the matrix. So we wanted to give enough time, like full couple of weeks, because it's our first cutoff date. Didn't want to start and then immediately have a cutoff date. So we'll build it for a couple of weeks. We'll be doing plenty of webinars, getting all as much information out there as we can, so that everybody can make a decision on if this is going to be something that's right for them.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. So I also I assume that we will be able to upgrade right away as soon as the registration opens. We can upgrade and
Yeah,
kind of front load that.
yeah, and that's how you get your referral link. You know, you get
Yeah.
in, you upgrade, you get your referral link, and yeah, you can start getting pre-enrollees into the system. I've been dialing in all the testing. That's actually what I was doing here right before the call, and I've got like 120 response emails. I'm probably through 70 of them. Where and as I'm writing these emails, I know we're gonna be adjusting them, tweaking them. I've been building our AI knowledge base on all this as well. And so there's a lot that is still going to be uh, activated. And we don't have all the answers day one, especially for like, yeah, I brought in a customer service specialist, my friend Jeremy Espinoza, for, he spent the last 8 years at Google. He built departments for Google Nest. I mean, he understands globally. He was out there working in India. He's awesome. He's on the cutting edge of technology as well. And so we're going to discover all the different customer service issues that could come up, address them in all the different languages, because it's about that hyper growth. It's about preparing us for, for scaling. And I fully anticipate a Save Club being a household name. The other things that we can do from advertising and marketing, which we've discovered with some other companies, well, we're using celebrity influencers to brand, and then you turn that celebrity influence, that famous person speaking of what we're doing, and you turn that over to 100,000 affiliates. We're going to own social media with the credibility like that, and it's going to propel Save Club to a household name. And we're not going to do it with paid advertising. These other companies are trying to do that, or the amount of money they have to spend in advertising to get that type of reach is ridiculous. We're going to pay the affiliates, and they're going to be rewarded nicely. And I think that this time next year, as you start to see Save Club, we got the premium domain. It tells people exactly what we're doing. It's just a couple syllables, and it's gonna have that impact globally of branding wise.
That's incredible, man. I'm excited for the opportunity and certainly glad to hear you guys are incorporating AI into it as well. I know Jason likes some AI stuff and I do as well, and looking forward to it.
Well, so get this, as I'm thinking, okay, I want to have the ultimate AI suite. I want to get a phone call and have it be like a call center agent that's just smooth and awesome. And I want to be able to text, and I want to be able to do it on my regular phone and stuff. And I'm just thinking this is going to be so expensive. Like, what are we going to have to charge to make the AI a tool for everybody? And the team that I worked with, I worked with a lot of teams to determine what platform we were going to use, how we were going to go. We looked at all the different CRMs, Twilio, this, that, and the deal that we were able to get direct with Microsoft for our bandwidth, and then unable to give everybody unlimited bandwidth. You could bring 1 million prospects into the system. They could all be queuing the AI with questions. Not only will it sustain, it's covered in your $60 a year affiliate fee. All the outbound calls
Incredible.
from the system to your people, all the text messaging back and forth, it's just $60 a year, and you got ultimate AI tools. Some of these AI systems that we see, it's like $100 just to get in. Then once you start using it, it's like tokens, tokens, tokens. And I
Mhm.
was like, that's not going to work, especially for a lot of our guys in countries that are working from, $80 is a lot for them, $20 a month. So for them to be using AI tools and then earning on a global scale, and it's really going to be, I think, life changing for for a lot of people coming from countries that don't have the big economies like we have here.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. Thank you guys. I'll certainly turn over the floor to somebody else who has questions, but looking forward to being part of this. Thank you guys.
Hey, Charles, this is Brett. I have a couple of quick questions for you.
Yes, sir.
First, the annual VIP membership, is that going to be available from the start?
It will be. Yeah,
Good.
and we really want to encourage the VIP. And what we learned in the past is, we're giving a discount. Oh, like a couple months free when you get the VIP. Don't like that, because all it does is it robs money from the comp plan.
Mhm.
The product is strong enough to stand on itself. We don't need to discount it like that. It's already low enough. So I didn't want to do that. But we looked into the comp plan and said, you know what, let's put more money there. So when you become
I
a
love it.
VIP, you're locked in for a year and it pays out a whole year because I really want to bring back the reality of passive residual income. And that way someone has to make a decision one time a year and it goes for the whole year. And there's other things that we'll be able to do, you know, down the road, but I don't want to mention that now because we're not even
Right.
launched.
Well, I
But
love it.
yeah,
Did I
and so
understand?
when you're a VIP, you're able to get paid on other VIPs, and so the system starts looking up and it pays the first three VIPs an additional bonus. So that's the reward for making an annual decision.
Great, great. And did I understand correctly that Bitcoin is going to be a payout option?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah.
I
There's
love that
already
too.
been, and again, this is, like there's been millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars paid out through crypto through this
Mhm.
platform, and we're totally above board. I just really want to emphasize here there's been so many crypto schemes and plan and they just don't operate properly, and we chose some of the biggest providers that are linked in with like when we're working on right now a union pay in and pay out integration. This is mainly for like India and China,
Mhm.
because when people use WeChat, that's how they send money around in China. Well, they're going to be able to use WeChat to union pay right into the plan, and right out of our compensation through Union Pay back to WeChat, and that's just going to light up Asia like no one's ever seen before. So if
That's
you have
powerful.
any contacts in China, they'd have never seen an opportunity like this before, and it's gonna fly. And that's the other thing too, guys. For me to get the advertising locked in with the global marketplaces, so I've got advertising managers in um, the UK, other parts of Europe, Southeast Asia, India, China, Australia. I'm going down to PI Live Summit here in Florida next week to finalize all this. It's going to take a little time to pull the deals in from all around the world, but they're lined up. The networks are established. I've got 40,000 amazing offers for cashback and rewards already lined up. That's imminent. So just be patient, is because to lock all that in. And what any other country that that we need to focus on, I tell me now, or we'll start seeing where the growth is, and I'll put extra effort bringing on the local restaurants, the local um, uh, uh, advertising managers that are bringing on the businesses from the markets we want to go after.
Great. Sounds like it's going to be a fun ride. Thanks for answering my questions.
Yeah, yeah, and I really appreciate everybody being understanding of where we're at today and where we're going to go. I really want to just emphasize again that where we start from here, and really even putting the pre-launch out now. What had happened was we had made a video. I started talking to a few leaders, and it just started going crazy. I mean, I put a video out to just a couple people, thinking, "Hey guys, just hang on, just hold on to this. We're developing." And I go to bed. The video had 30 views. I woke up the next morning, had 1,000, and I said, "I'm pulling this down. I'm pulling this down." Like because I didn't want to get ahead of ourselves. I really hate futuring out and pushing this stuff, speaking of things um, that aren't in existence. But I thought long and hard about it, and I said everybody has to know where we're headed. And my goal is to get us a development schedule, so you'll see progress. And from where we're at to where we're at, I said, you know what, let's move up the launch. And no one was thinking that next week was going to be possible, but we're launching with the full payment systems, with the full pay in, pay out, and our first commission run will be that we'll be paying commissions that second week of May.
So exciting.
Yeah.
Who and anybody else? And actually, I love Charles. You already covered some of the questions I've been getting over the past day or two. So that's fantastic. And anybody else have anything while we have Charles here?
Say, Jason, I have one more question. And um, you guys have hinted to it a little bit, but if you can share, I'd certainly like to know a little bit more about. You guys have said that, like, we've already done this. Are you talking like different companies, different things you've been in with, or has there been
Yeah,
some
yeah.
other version of this before it's going to digital?
Yeah, so just um Jason was alluding to the company that's just smoking right now. Just it's just cruising, growing so fast, and with that there's some challenges. Even with products and moving products all around the world, there's complications there. Um, uh, there you know it was the right thing to have a membership that changed the game and really rethought what was apparently not working inside network marketing. And and with Amazon just having so much access to so many big varieties of products, the laws of capitalism driving the prices low, the convenience of Amazon delivering stuff to your house in sometimes a couple of hours, um, it really was disruptive. It really was disruptive for the network marketing model, and it doesn't matter. You could have the most amazing proprietary product. Those companies are still struggling, and so something had to come along and change the game. And when I was thinking about where are we going to enter, I was like, what's big enough? What's like the biggest space out there? And online e-commerce, $8 trillion a year with no signs of slowing down. And so, okay, great. Now, what are the brands? Who's driving? How do we play in that space? How do we work with products that everybody's already using and consuming? And not only pull a margin from that, but give a deal to everybody. And those networks exist. And this goes back to I built an affiliate network and starting in 2008, and I sold that company in April of 2012. And this is an affiliate network where I was producing offers. We produced a lot of like free trial offers. I produced lead generation offers for LASIK eye surgery, for debt, for colleges, um, and gained a lot of experience working with internet marketing affiliates, paying CPAs, paying for lead generation, not only producing the offers but running the network. And it gave me a really deep understanding and experience of the network of the affiliate marketing industry. And then we blended the affiliate marketing industry and the network marketing industry by running free trial offers, by generating leads of interested people looking for the products, and then bringing those leads to the networkers who are calling them and rolling them inside the company. And now, fast forward from 2007, 2008, when the first time we were blending the affiliate marketing and network marketing industries, and that one's at like a full disruption of advertising. But in today's market, when the biggest brands are already queued up and they're so capable online with their e-commerce, but they need the traffic, they need the eyeballs, they need the attention. And now the standard is giving the incentives, giving the cash back, and rewarding the customer. So taking an equivalency of your advertising budget and paying it back to the customer. So now you got to have the technology, the card linking, and the networks of people that are going to say, yeah, shop here. Now, I'm going to share with you guys a video that I started working on, and this will conceptualize, where it's going. Imagine a video here, and we got a lady, and Sally Saves. We'll call her Sally. And Sally goes and she looks at a car rental, and over here's Avis, and over here's Alamo, and Alamo gives her cash back, so she chooses that. Then she goes to Taco Shop A and Taco Shop B. Taco Shop B gives her cash back, so she chooses there. Maybe she's got an option between Churches and Popeyes, and Churches gives her cash back, so she goes there. And she goes down this journey through a year of earning rewards from the advertisers. And the advertisers are overjoyed. Every time Sally comes in to choose them for her business, they're happy. They're ecstatic because they got another customer. So everybody's winning. And at the end of the year, Sally's there with $2,000 in savings. Well, great for her. That's a big win for her throughout the year. Well, what if you were the affiliate that gave her that app and you got a cash back match of 10%? How many times would you like to give out that app? And inside the app is all of the AI and the tools that teach people about the earning and get them to upgrade and become an affiliate. So these systems, these tools are in place. The video marketing. So your job as affiliates, the job as affiliates are going to be sharing the message of cashback and getting them into the funnels, and then letting the AI and the systems take over from there. And we're going to build a monster.
That sounds incredibly awesome. That's
Yeah.
great.
So again, guys, it's like I really struggled with saying how much of this do I want to future out there, and it took many months of putting it all together, internalizing it, working with all the networks, bringing in the advertisers, the contracts, and getting to where we're at. And then it's just like, okay, now we're just develop it out, and this is what we're good at, executing on a plan, doing it with high levels of technical skill. So yeah, Jason, if anything else here, guys, we're going to get started next week. I've got some presentations built, and we're going to be starting doing company-wide webinars next week. I'm just going to do like 3 a week, and then I'll do as many individual, group calls as we can, to you bring on teams, do Q&As. I like to do as many kind of belly to belly, webinar to webinar, eye to eye presentations and get feedback so that we can just dial in this message so it's super sexy. We're still in a period right now where we're creating an anthem, a 30-second anthem, 60-second anthem, 5-minute anthem, and 15-minute. But we're getting to that ultimate sexy story pretty fast, and it's going to be different in all the markets as well. But it's coming together, and I have not seen something like this in 23 years, where we've just had so many people get excited when they look at a product of savings, when it's undeniable that somebody can use get a deal and save money. No one's against that. And it's really, a lot of it really comes down to what our team's going to do, what I'm responsible for, and my commitment of producing a product, a membership that is far more valuable than what people spend in $20 a month. And when we do that, then sky's the limit. When the value of the product is there, and I clearly see it, people are going to save thousands a year.
Hey guys, I got a question. This is Aaron Rashkin. How you doing, Charles?
Hey Aaron, good to hear from you.
Hey Jason, what's up, my man?
Great to see you, bro.
I'm in the middle of food shopping right now. I just left the gym, so hey, I'll be real quick. Who else is running the company besides you, Charles?
We've got a seasoned team, but as far as decision making and what's here, it's we've got a small team. No, I don't think anybody you would know as far as like our technical team and whatnot. But yeah.
So who's going to be out on the calls every week?
I'll be doing calls. You'll be hearing from Jeremy, who I've mentioned. He's from the corporate team. Yeah, I mean, to be determined. I'm sure we'll have good leadership step up. I mean, we have so many talented people, surrounding the company right now. And I'm not doing any like master distributor or anything like that, but we've got some people I know and trust, have known for decades, that I trust to be good stewards of a message and bring it company wide. And by the way, we've got a lot of cooperation here, because our global bonus pools really will bring some unity to everyone helping each other.
Got it. Okay. So you're going to be is there going to be a live call every week, like a live decision call?
Yep, there'll be 3 live calls a week. One of them will be like news and recognition and just updates, because a lot's going to be enhancing through the week, week by week. And then there'll be a business overview call, which we'll run through the slides, and that's for like someone who knows nothing about Save Club, nothing about the opportunity for savings or earnings. And then on Friday we'll do a call that's more centered on locking in your position, and it'll be like a power line focused call that will be a full business overview. So yeah, 3 calls a week, probably like Monday, Wednesday, Friday is I think a good way to space it out.
Got it. All right, cool. And then I missed the first 10 minutes of the call. Jason, did you record this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I think that was all I had right now, but thank you much. I appreciate the answers.
Okay. Yeah, and again, we're looking for at a real exciting week next week. So, I'll be working, through the weekend, Jason too, just to kind of get you guys answers and then we've got this kind of we got this period, this kind of like launch period between, early next week and the second to, really put a lot out there and get our momentum started and then but yeah, just show people the websites. I'll be debugging. I've already clicked through the site a couple of times, and it's looking really good. But there's you know, I still got to go through all the messages, and we've got we've got a couple people here that are familiar with these systems, so that when we launch, we don't have any miscommunications from on the systems or bugs.
Awesome.
Got it. Thank you much.
Mhm.
All right. Awesome questions, guys. Anybody else? Who is excited? This is Charles. I'm
Yeah,
I'm so glad everything you were able to
cool.
share tonight.
Yeah, looks like we had a pretty good turnout here. Um, okay, guys. Well, enjoy the rest of your Friday here, and really looking forward to meet speaking with everybody, understanding your needs, and figuring out how to best empower your marketing.
Absolutely. So, and actually, Troy's been asking in the chat. So let Charles correct me if this is anything off. So VIP is $300 a year. That's it. That pays a person for it pays out over the
Yep.
next 12 months. It covers
Yep.
everything.
Yeah. So the way that works is uh $80 of that 300 is paid in the fast start for the first month. And then the rest of it is broken out month by month and locks in that residual income and qualifies someone for a full 12 months. Yep.
And so VIP is only annual, and then the other option is someone comes in, it's $80 up front, which is 60 for the annual affiliate fee and the first $20 per month, and then 20
Yeah.
per month thereafter.
Yeah. Yeah. But the matrix doesn't go till the second month. We initially had it where we just wanted to put more in the fast start. So it's like $80 enrollment, 60/20, but the way that it's set up and paid out, we loaded up the fast start to really give a path to people so that they can be in the positive pretty fast, like, with a few enrollments.
Perfect. So actually, that's all fast start if at the beginning. So the
Yeah.
first official matrix payout will actually be first week in July, I think. Does that sound right? June, July?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep. The matrix and the matching, yep, all that will be that first week. So it runs until the 25th, and then that's the pay period, and then we go from there. And yeah. And yeah, we can get into the details of that, but yeah, just let's
Perfect.
yeah, and if you don't have the compensation plan document, we can get it over to you. And it's a really easy read. I mean, that's the other thing too. It's the comp plan is dynamic. It pays so deep, like infinitely deep with the matching, and it's really easy to understand. You don't have to be a 20-year pro like many of you on the call to get it. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. And also everyone, so Um, I will be putting this video on YouTube as unlisted. You're welcome to share this with other leaders. I will have the PDF linked right below it as well. And anything that, like a 6-minute explainer video and things like that, I'll have the stuff you need right there below in the description for you. So I'll have all that.
All right, that'll work, guys. So yeah, thanks for the invite. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Tim. All right, I'm gonna run. We got a ton to do here. Hey Pete, go enjoy the show,
Thanks,
man.
Charles.
Yeah, later.
Awesome. Thank you, Charles. Really appreciate all your time here.
All right,
And
bye for now.
and thank all of you for coming out with pretty short notice on a Friday. So we will see you guys. Looking forward to the journey, my friends.